So another video in thinking of, is there any other videos that I can do, or messages about this scheme. So I have to tell you first about zodiac signs. They are old, but they made new. I just saw it last night from someone. OMG! So don't believe on those kinds of those zodiac signs. It's not real. Sometimes your zodiac sign is like this, but how you know yourself is different from the. I can say whatever they say from the zodiac signs. Only you got one, but most of the time you got one of every zodiac signs. So as long as you know yourself, the most important, the most important part is you know yourself. That's the way evil energy works also. Incoming, then to doubt yourself. Sometimes those zodiac signs give fear, right? So it's a way to bring chaos in your brain, also in your knowing. Then it starts in, am I really like that, or am I really like this, or is that how my zodiac sign should be, my personality should be? Because sometimes the designated zodiac sign is against your self. The explanation on that zodiac sign, the quality, the characteristic, etc., sometimes doesn't complement who you are. So never mind those kinds of. It's only an invention to lead people astray. So I will give you the new zodiac sign that they added. They added it became 13 because maybe because of the months of our year, it should be 13 month, but it became 12 month. And wow, just watching movies sometimes. So those movies are actually sometimes were given or just invented from the very beginning for on purpose also. A message from the time in the history, because it was based on a real story in the history in our past. So that time it is viral of witchcraft and of course about God and the devil also, if you will connect, because of course in the Bible also, be careful on those who do witchcraft, on those do tarots and this like this, but it is depend. I mean it depends. It depends on how that person use it. If it's bad, bad. If it's good, good. As long as we know what's bad and good. But we are still naive to see the signs that that's already bad for you. Don't do it. That's good to continue. Like it's already good, but you're leading yourself to a on a chaos, bad situation. So I will give you one clip.
You can tear my flesh and break my bones, but I will not bear false witness before you or anyone else. I know the truth, and I will endure all of your torments to protect it. For my will is greater than yours. Take it down. Courage now, my dear Ursula. It is God's work we do here. Let him be your strength. Grace, I beg of you, confess. This is your last chance. Confess.
So in this movie, I saw a sign that from the very beginning, God came every time to a woman. Even in those movies about queens and kings, every time when a message came, a vision, always a woman. The queen I can see, or the princess, or any. It's all on girls or women. The visions when God came. I mean, when God came to tell something, always woman. So if you wanted also, because from the very beginning, if you realize, even the priest in the story, he only wanted to itself. He wants save a woman who is being burned because of its own purposes, for its own glory. Because he has the courage and confidence to give motivation to that woman that he have saved, which is the name on that movie is Ursula. That Ursula also believe in God, but seeking validation to that old boy. That's a part of hypocrite itself also, being a hypocrite. And because of that validation, even though Ursula knows that that woman is innocent, the woman that they already ID tortured at that movie, the main character, which is Grace, she's already doubting the situation, which is maybe this woman is innocent. Instead of putting to itself, he came to that man. Then of course the man knows what he is doing, which is to save his reputation of what he does, and like this, like that. So if us that watching it actually is just watching like that, like you won't see the real meaning of the movie. And in us that watching that, it's our part to reflect also and realize something, that wow, our ancestral history is so chaos of like this, like that, but we still wanted, not needed, it's wanted. We still want that chaos that is happening from the history. We still wanted to implement now, and it's modernized, right? That's why our ancestors, some of our ancestors implemented some rules to save a life, which is women's protection, children's protection, protection against laws, crimes. But those who are sitting in the government today, they are destroying it. They're implementing a rules or laws that it went against. So you wanted us to come back how the history is. That's why it's our fault. I mean, it's our fault. Sorry about that. That one. It's our fault from the very beginning that we wanted to rush the development itself, but the maturity did it doesn't develop actually until now. It didn't develop the knowledge, the intelligence, the understanding, the connection, the science, even in understanding the Bible, then all what all that we say. So it's us from the very beginning, the people. Because I think if no one sees the sign as I am, maybe I am the last one, the last lineage of the angels that came in this earth to experience being a human. You can see how God sees, even though you are human. But there is a limitation because you are human. But no one can see. That means only the lineage of that angels who betrayed God one by one, and Adam and Eve. Some combined. And that's the black sheep. And we became all black sheep actually. Because we are very indifferent with our own families. Only few. Maybe you can say only one, two, three, four, five in every country that love its own family. But every time inside the family, it's a chaos. They always argue, etc., like this, like that. Even a simple way, a simple thing. I mean, light too much bright. Wait, that's too much bright. That's it. So from the very beginning, that angels that betrayed the first angel also, it's already gone. But what they only have is their lineage through the human, na combination of Adam and Eve bloodline. I guess only the first angel can do it. I am only the one. As I said from one of the video, that is it only me that can really do it. But if well, advice for boys, because they are still boys, bring down that pride and ego to see the signs and visions that you wanted to see. You're just sitting there as the priest, the pastors, yeah, the preachers, but you cannot see the visions that you wanted, right? The signs that every woman from the very beginning is telling, like the truth, the connections, like even in dreams. Those who can only see through their dreams or even an open eye, those visions is those who already put their ego and pride down. And if you don't know how to put your ego and pride down, well, it's not our fault. It's not my fault, but it's your fault. Because who's holding your brain? Yourself. It's yourself, right? It's your own kingdom. It's your own church. It's your own body. It's your own spirit, soul. It's your own. That no one's holding. Even though you hear something that, are you talking about me? What the fuck? Like, you realize something on one who is saying truth. We are only good at saying, which is, you think you know me? You think you know better than me? Then I will say also to you, you said that. You know yourself. Were you affected? Right? Why are they affected? If they said they know themselves, then it means they know themselves, and what you are saying, they are affected, and they are, it's common sense. All are common sense. So if you are affected on a truth message, maybe it's the time that you have to change. Especially if that message about bad truth, how people became bad as they are bad. So, oh, I saw one clip also on the video. So let's watch it first.
I could feel the hatred burning inside of you, Grace. Any reasonable person would just let go. So, why don't you let go, Grace?
Oh, it's about hatred and angerness and etc. Yeah, that will always come actually, especially for both sides. Because what I'm saying also from the before these words, that you will always be hurt on something from a lie, from a truth, any that comes to trigger that hatred and anger. And we are also lost with this part. Emotion is an anger, right? And it's a part of life. I will say to you that if you won't even feel this kind of anger, you are abnormal. It's a feeling, right? It's also abnormal if we will think that someone came and hurt us and it's totally their fault. We have our own fault also at that part. Why you became you that angerness and hatred came out. There's a part that if it's about bad, of course we have also a part, especially even though we are walking in the truth, because we stand. That's I can say that it's not a fault, but it's a fault because we stand with that truth. That's why we hurt someone. So it's a fault that it's not a fault. It's a fault. Well, you have no fault if they only seen something with you that they doesn't wanted and they provoke you, then you the angerness and hatred came out. So everything has a reason, as they say. But it's okay also to bring out that hatred and angerness on someone that you already told that what you are doing is bad, but that person is denying and that. At least you know that part is not good, and you stand and correct it. That person is not even naive. I don't know what kind of personality or etc. that a person has if they still denying that they have no fault, no sin, no bad characteristic, that they think they are perfect. That is not balance. That is not already balance. So release that angerness, hatred, accept it. Disgust will always comes, but there will be a time that it will heal. And understand that maybe you're only the one who is seeing what's wrong. Let them see by themselves. If it's too late, never mind. As long as they see it. But if it's not, it is really too late to them. Because they are, I can say, the root of our sins is the pride and ego. Maybe in their next life, if they still have that next life, maybe at that next life, they will see and experience something that will make them change. Or even in their midst of death, right? So, I hope you understand something in this topic. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you again in my next videos. Subscribe, click the notification, comment if you want, and share. See you again in my next videos. Like.